Folks, welcome back for a Wednesday. First of all, I'll start with, I put a pinned comment in yesterday's video, literally a quick update on Pat, because I'd already got the video set up. It was actually ready to go, so I just put that in there. But just to reiterate on that, he's absolutely fine. We all know how his head's not in the right place sometimes, and he's doing a wise thing and taking a few days just to get himself sorted out. So he's absolutely fine. He will be back in a day or so. So don't worry about that. That's just for those that have been in touch, trying to find out what's going on. Likewise, Josie Wales, if you're watching, mate, or if anybody knows where he is. Josie, can you get in touch with one of us, either myself, Pat, or Graham? We're just a bit worried by your absence, mate. We'd like to know you're okay, as I'm sure everybody else would who keeps in touch with you, especially my missus. So yeah, if you're seeing this, mate, get in touch with one of us. You know, just drop a text or an email or something. So now Twitter's got a new owner with Muskie. Does this mean it's going to be a full free speech platform, have a free for all on there? Well, no. There will be safeguards in place, apparently. Plus, most countries around the world have got their own ideas of censorship, of what can be shown in certain countries and what can't. That's a bill that a lot are pushing through on with at the moment. So no, it won't be an out-and-out free speech channel. But it's raising a lot of people's eyebrows, and you know, I'm looking at the further implications of this. Like, now he's got his feet under the table with one of the biggest social media platforms, with some very influential people that follow it. His global internet that I lovingly call Skynet. I mean, don't forget, he's still throwing up most weeks now 50 satellites a week going up, which eventually will be running into their thousands and covering the whole of the globe. And his space exploration and space work has gone that advanced and that far now that even NASA's given up, more or less, and they're paying him to put their spy satellites up there, military satellites and all sorts of things. And I dare say other companies are as well. Or even other countries, maybe. You just don't know. So he's got all that covered. You know, Bezos is out of the running. Blue Yonder, whatever it was bloody called. Branson seems to have dropped off. So Musk has got more or less control up there with space holidays, deliveries, postal service. But where is this leading to? Where is he going to go next? What's he going after? I mean, he's already had a go at some of the top nutters around the world, like Fauci, Gates, Putin. He's already had a go at them. So what's he being interested in next? What's taking his fancy to get involved in? Will his internet be bigger than any of the other? Nobody will be able to mess with it up there, that's for sure. But anyway, on that, and Putin, now, as I always say, never believe anything you hear from Russia and the Ukraine. That's how bad things have got now. It's got ridiculous. As I keep saying, you just don't know what to believe. But like yesterday, I heard that a train loaded with a convoy of trucks and armour heading towards the Russian lines managed to crash itself. You know, this is along with the spontaneously combusting factories and chemical plants and supply depots and things. It's, You know, and the rest of the world has turned into a load of arms dealers giving weapons to the Ukraine while still buying energy off the Russians. Well, bar two now, Poland and Bulgaria, because they didn't pay their bills. They won't pay in rubles. They're offering to pay, but they're not paying it in rubles, apparently. So Putin's has said, on your bike, he's cut them off. And he said he keeps promising he's going to punish those that are helping the Ukraine. And he's made 4 mentions now of the full nuclear option. So, yeah, it's like a giant board game going on. You sunk my battleship, well, you blew up 50 of my tanks, you know. But who's doing the infiltrating actually in Russia and doing the damage there? I've no idea. I don't even look at it, to be honest, unless it pops up. But yeah, anyway, now with Partygate, you know, that's death, gone, to bed, buried, whatever. And Myrtlegate is exploding and it's blowing right up in front of everybody that's backing this. Apparently there's 4 more MPs that have been contacted, and they said yes, they totally back what was said. So there's another witch hunt now to find out where this story came from, who started it, the whys, the ifs, the buts, the what did it, wasn't it? You know, it's turning into a whole new story, you know, the winking red myrtle and the pervert story. Is it fantasy? Certainly wouldn't be my fantasy, that's for sure. You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. This is how they spend their day. Now, another report I've seen seems to think that wishy-washy over the last couple of years. Last year they received in taxes a record amount. Seems a bit strange, but an extra £94 billion was robbed, deducted in taxes, which made a total, a ballpark figure of around 620 billion, or just under, apparently. So why did you need to put the taxes up this year, wishy-washy? Where's the tax cuts this year that you promised? Is there something you're not telling us? Now, if you need a passport for any travelling you intended to do or a book to do this year and you haven't got it yet, then I wouldn't hold up much hope. At the moment, the minimum waiting time is around 10 weeks. Even if you can afford the £200 a plus fast track, where you actually go in a day with your details, bump your stamp there and then approved, and out you walk with your brand new passport. Because there's no appointments left for these either, apparently, in the foreseeable future. And it's got that bad now with the backlogs that Boris is threatening to privatise it. I mean, that just tells me that they've failed with it and they just want to pass the buck on for someone else to have a go. But it's simple, Boris. Like, just the same with the councils. Stop the workers working from home and go back to the office and start processing paperwork. Because all they're doing at the moment, unlike most of the country, is sitting at home answering phone calls and emails, apologising for delays, rather than going in and sorting the delays out. There's no need for the COVID restrictions anymore. You lifted them all, remember? Clown. But anyway, I'll leave it there for today, folks. I'm in a rather chipper mood again, so got a little bit of energy, and it's dry, so maybe a little bit more scraping on the patio, get the weeds out, make it respectable again this summer. So until the next time, as always folks, my respects to each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. Oh dear. I don't know what that was, but it got stuck. And until the next one, stay safe, stay strong, take no notice of these clowns. I'm gone.